Whether you're looking for a part-time job, starting, or changing careers, you'll need a good resume. Hiring managers are busy, so you want your resume to be both memorable and easy to read. To accomplish this, there are two things you should consider: appropriate content and document design. In this video, we'll cover content. I want you to remember these 6 things that you should put on your resume. You should have your name, your contact information, your objective, your education, your relevant skills and experience, and your work history. Let's talk about each one. Number 1, your name. This should be the first thing that the reader sees, and it should be big. Number 2, next comes your contact information. Put your address, your phone number, and your email address. Number 3, after you've identified yourself, immediately identify the position you are applying for and the department or company. This is your objective. You may use a couple of words to identify your background, who you are, but brevity is best here. Here's an example of an objective. Experienced freelancer seeking graphic design position at Immunishield Inc. It's short and to the point. Number 4, after that, put your education. If you went to or are going to an institution of higher education, don't worry about putting your high school education here. Everything we've got so far is fairly standard. What comes next can depend on the type of resume you are writing. There are 2 basic types: a chronological resume and a skills-based resume. If you have prior relevant work experience, use a chronological resume. If not, you may want to sell yourself a little more creatively. Use a skills-based resume. Here, we'll just focus on the latter. So number 5, you'll want to add your relevant skills and experience. Below this section, add about 3 subcategories. These will be characteristics, probably adjectives. Then, add 3 success statements to each category to prove what you've done. The best thing to do here is to start each line with a past tense action verb. I'm talking about words like organized, collaborated, authored, published, and designed. Find a good one for each of your accomplishments. Consider Googling resume action verbs and you'll find endless lists to help you out. A good tip here is to include impressive numbers and write them in numeral form so they stand out. Here's an example, starting with a past tense action verb that includes a number. Produced 14 product labels for an Amazon business as a freelance graphic designer. Those skills and experiences will be the bulk of your resume. Now let's get to number 6. Wrap up your resume with the dates of any previous work history. And keep in mind that employers don't want to see large gaps in your work history without good reason. Here's an example. Courtesy clerk at Safeway in Woodland Hills, California, from 2014 to 2016. That's the basic content. Some people like to add context at the end. That may or may not be necessary, but do have a couple of names and numbers in your back pocket in case you ask for them. To recap, what should you put on your resume? Your name, your contact information, your objective, your education, your relevant skills and experience, and your work history. In that last section, you may find it helpful to add any other leadership positions or volunteer work. After that, you're done. Good luck! Thank you for watching. I hope this helped. And before you leave, don't forget to watch my next video, how to design a skills-based resume. I'll see you next time.